Hey YouTube, this is Alexander and I'm back with another tech video. In this video, what I'm going to be doing is comparing my Nexus 4 to a friend's Galaxy S3. So let's get started. So here on the left hand side we have the Galaxy S3. This is the Sprint version. And on the right hand side we have the Nexus 4. What we're going to go ahead and do is just dive into the software and take a look and compare them a little bit. This is running TouchWiz Nature UX or UI. It's really smooth and snappy. The animations do have an added effect. So when you scroll in between your home screens, you have a little kind of goes towards fades and then fades in. So it's really nice. We go ahead and take a look at the app drawers. On the Galaxy S3, we can go ahead and scroll to the right and we never hit the widgets. It's basically it's infinite scrolling. We can just continue to scroll and never get to the widgets. Now on the Nexus 4, if we went ahead and scrolled all the way to the right, what you're going to get is your widget. On the Galaxy S3, to add folders, it's a little difficult. They've made it a little different. What you have to do is you have to hold an icon, go over up to create folder, name the folder, and then you can drag stuff inside. I wish Samsung would have left it where on the stock Android or basically any other version, you just drag and drop right over, drag and drop right over the either icon, and if I can get it, it'll go ahead and just make a folder. So it's a drag and drop type thing, whereas over here on the Galaxy S3 you have to physically create the folder, which is a little cumbersome at times. On the Galaxy S3 we have a lot more settings, so we'll go ahead and take a look at the settings on each device. And in the Galaxy S3 we have settings right here. Now on the settings for the Nexus 4, if you want to check out my review, I kind of go into this. It'll be down below, or you can click right here on the Nexus 4 to take you to my review of Android 4.2 and my Nexus 4 and all that. But basically you just get the basic settings. You can add your accounts, manage your display, your storage, look at your storage, manage security, and check out your about phone screen and sound, and basically your Wi-Fi toggle and things like that. Now in the Galaxy S3 you do have a lot more settings. You have all the same things, and then you also have added features like blocking mode. So it's sort of like iOS's do not disturb. If you want to go ahead and put blocking mode on, you can disable incoming calls or texts, the LED notification light. So basically you don't run into any notifications. If you want to use this, it's really great at night, so when you're sleeping you don't get all these incoming calls and texts and stuff. You just go ahead and turn that on, and you can have it automatically turn off at a certain time, so when you wake up you'll be able to get them again without having to go back into it and get your notifications back. Power saving mode, I mentioned a little bit earlier, you can use CPU power saving, so it'll limit the maximum CPU usage to a certain amount, so that when you're using it, it's not able to run at the max speed, which will help to conserve your battery life. You have some lock screen settings. You have your swipe lock, lock screen options, and owner information. That's usually in the display. So for example, on the Nexus 4 over here, it would be somewhere near the display, something similar like that, but they've decided to make it into two different categories. You also have cloud for cloud storage and backup and things like that. You have motion, so if you go ahead and you want to do your motion things, tilt to zoom, shake to update, pan to browse images, turn to mute, different things like that. I'll try to do an overview. If I don't, I'm sorry, but this isn't my device, but I'll try to get one. Then we have your other basic settings like system update and about your device and different things like that. So in the Galaxy S3 you do have a lot more features, and that's thanks to Samsung's TouchWiz. In stock Android you do have settings, but these are just the basic settings. Unfortunately, that's how Google decided to go, but it does keep it slim and lightweight on the ROM size and things like that, so that's also a plus. Now on 4.2, one of the main differences is as opposed to 4.1, you do have these quick toggles up here. So when you slide down the notification tray, you can hit this this button in the top right corner, and you can have some options to get to your airplane mode, Bluetooth, Wi-Fi. Now these aren't actual toggles. Some of these are toggles, like airplane mode. I could toggle it on. But if I want to go to Wi-Fi, that I have to physically go into the settings. So it's kind of a hit and miss with those. In the Galaxy S3, you also do have toggles, but they're organized a little bit differently because Samsung decided to put them in before stock Android decided to. So you just slide down and you have your brightness settings right here. You can also get to your Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, airplane mode, and I believe these are customizable, so that's really nice, even though you're not running 4.2. Another difference between 4.2 and 4.1 is lock screen widgets. On 4.1 or 4.2, if you haven't checked it out, check out my review already. You can click now to see that. Basically on 4.2, you have your lock screen widget. So if I wanted to make a widget to show my digital clock, I want to put another clock, you can do that. So you have two clocks in here, and you can get your camera. On the Galaxy S3, you don't get your quick widgets, but what you do get is your camera. You can access different things. So basically you can open from the lock screen, which stock Android doesn't have. So if I wanted to get to, for example, my camera, I just swipe from my camera and it'll activate the camera, which is really nice. We're going to go ahead and do a quadrant standard test, so we just hit OK, and we'll go ahead and run the full benchmark. I'll cut this out and I'll come back as soon as they're done. Okay, so we are back with the results. We'll go ahead and hit yes, and sorry for the bad quality for these couple videos. Since I have my Nexus 4 in the video, I can't record with it, and this is my dedicated camera for my videos. So on the Galaxy S3, the device scored a 5,947, and on the Nexus 4, the device scored a 4,973. Now take these with a grain of salt, because these aren't indicative of how well they're going to perform. They're just used as a small reference. The devices both perform pretty much equally well. The Galaxy S3 though does have, as I mentioned, a lot more functionality than the stock Android Nexus 4. Both devices are really great. And if you're looking to pick one up and you aren't sure which one, hopefully this helped you a little bit. It was my first sort of comparison like this, so if you have any feedback, go ahead and let me know down below. I would have to say that if I was going to make a winner, I think it would have to be the Nexus 4. The reason why it's the Nexus 4, and that's not to say anything bad about the Galaxy S3, but one is the processor clock speed is a little bit faster. That's going to be almost negligible in day-to-day performance, but if you're going to be running a lot of things, the RAM together with the faster clock speed, 1.5 gigahertz and 2 gigabytes of RAM versus the 1.4 gigahertz and 1 gig of RAM is going to get you a little bit farther. The fact that it doesn't have as much customization when it comes to settings and personalization things isn't so much of a down as the processor is to me. If you're looking to get a device though that's customizable and you can make really your own, more so than stock Android already can, go ahead and get the Galaxy S3. It's a great buy for that. If you're looking to do some rooting and hacking and modding, which if you haven't checked out my video, go ahead and check that out as well. I have a little video about why you should and what you can do with it. I would say you can go ahead and get the Galaxy S3 then if you want to go ahead and go that way. The design, I would have to give the Nexus 4 as well, just because of its nice design. Try and get this on camera. It's got sort of like a glittery back, and it's made out of glass on the front and the back, which does make it more prone to scratching. I do have some scratches here just from putting it in and out of my pocket and on some surfaces. So just be cautious of that, but overall I think the Nexus 4 would have to be a better device because of its processing and power management. Also the fact that it will get Android updates quicker, so as Google pushes out the newer versions of Android, this will be on them before the Galaxy S3 is, like you noticed when this guy is on 4.1 here, and on the Nexus 4 you have 4.2.1. So that's going to go ahead and wrap it up. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you later.